Michelle coming at you for an ab attack video. This is 30 minutes, 6 intervals, 50 seconds, 2 times through with a burner in between. So let's go ahead and get clothes on, get ready, get your music that you like, and we'll get started. So wide straddle stance, toes forward. We're going to reach right and double up to the left. So this lets us kind of get the blood flowing in the body when you're working your core and really any muscle group. You want to make sure that you get that spine warmed up so we can stay super safe. We'll do one more here on this side. And then go ahead and switch to the other, reaching left and double right. So really pressing the hip bones back as you come down can help you to lengthen and create a stretch through the back of the legs. Get into the inner thigh a little bit. And then once again, really twisting through the shoulders. One more. Excellent. Coming forward and just dropping those hips straight down. Hands come to the tops of the knees. Do a little shoulder forward with a tiny squat pulse. I wish we had some music. Well, hopefully you guys do. I'm just making it up in my head. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Making this now a cat-cow. Inhale to look forward, dropping the belly, and exhale to round through the spine, taking the chin to the chest. Inhale to look forward, exhale to round through the spine. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Rolling up. Find that posture. Step your feet together. Hip distance apart. Hands behind our head. This will be where our warm-up's almost over. Okay. Shoulders stacked to the top of the spine. A squat and twist. Squat and big twist. Good. So when you bring your arms above your heart, it helps you to keep your core engaged a little bit more. And that's what we're here for. So why not? Last one. And hands above the head, opposite hand to foot, monster walks. So it's not necessarily a kick. We're using our core to control that lift. You have the option to stay here. If those hamstrings are really tight, you can keep your knees bent. Or if you like a progression, you can look behind you and once again add that T-spine rotation. One more on each side. Awesome. Okay, we're ready to do this. I got the mic on, and usually I have the music to kind of buffer my heavy breathing. So bear with me. Okay, so our burner move is set up very similar to what maybe I would do in a bar class. Stay with it for as long as you can. Make changes if necessary. If there's a move that doesn't feel good in your body, always own it. And otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So we've got our heels walked in, straight out from the hips. We're going to press that belly button down into the spine, really connecting those deep core muscles. Hands behind the head, and we lift and crunch. So lifting, really focusing on pressing the nose up to the ceiling. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now reaching, right arm across, left arm across. I didn't mention this, but we've got an oblique focus for today's class. Every ab attack class has a specific focus. There's always something different to work on. There's always a way that you can change the experience, change the muscle connection, to confuse the body and to keep growing and to keep getting stronger. Let's bring those legs up above the hips and continue that reach, alternating sides. So even as my head is coming down, I'm continuing to press my low back into the mat. So I'm never losing that core engagement. As you're going through these crunches, these different exercises, think about the muscles that you're working and how you can continue to get the most bang for your buck. One more on each side. And come back to crunches. Lift and lower. Elbows stay wide. Head, neck, and shoulders lifting up and really squeezing. Even engaging here through your transverse abdominis. So just a slight lift of the pelvis can help to incorporate the upper, mid, and lower abs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down the right leg. Lift, back to center, left, and repeat. Woo! This one's working. And let's add an arm. Opposite, hand to foot. Really reach up. Try to touch the ankles. Try to touch your shoelaces. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now going a little bit more quickly with an isometric hold up top. So if straight legs doesn't work for your body, if you're like, oh, this feels terrible, then you can keep the knees bent and you can tap the heels down on the floor. We're almost there. 8, 7, 6, keep that upper body lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, I wish I was counting faster, and 1. Awesome, good. Knees into the chest, and release that a little bit. Maybe turn the head from right to left. Okay, we're going to begin to get into the crux of this workout. So as a reminder, 6 moves for 50 seconds. I'm going to do it with you. So, let's get ready. Get yourself all set up, right? Okay, so we've got just a basic Russian twist to begin. I'd like to have you bring your feet so they're hip distance apart, so like bend to the knees, and then hold on to the backs of the knees as well. But really bring the chest forward, and from here with a flat spine, then you can start to recline in that position. And the bigger your angle here, your diagonal, the more intense you'll be able to feel the exercise. So from that point, we'll start those twists. Let's do it. So always keeping the chest lifted and focusing on the twist of the shoulders. This isn't as effective as that big twist. Breathe. We're already halfway, 25 seconds in, 25 seconds to go. If you're an overachiever, you want to make it a little harder, you can lift the legs. Shins to parallel is ideal. My hip flexors don't really like that position, so I'm going to bring my feet back down to the floor. Last 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, and not much is going to change for our second interval. We're just going to sit up nice and tall, create active legs, so flex through the feet, pull the muscle to the bone, and again, lift up, lengthen through the vertebra of the spine, and going right back into those twists. But this time, the focus is going to be a little bit more on the back than it is on the abs. So keeping the shoulders directly above the hips. Pretend that there's a string pulling the crown of your head up like a puppet. Length, length, length. And again, we're halfway through right here. Breathe. Excellent. 15 seconds. Big twist, big twist. Try to get bigger range of motion every single time. It's not about the speed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Cruising right along. Number 3 is a runner's crunch. So we're coming down onto our back, continuing with those straight legs. Won't press the timer quite yet, so we gotta get as much bang for our buck as we can. You can have the hands behind your head, or you can even come into kind of a fighter stance. We're gonna roll up nice and slow, and then opposite elbow to knee. Come back to your cincher, roll it down, and repeat on the other side. If you'd like, you can keep your head or your torso on the floor and alternate that way. Okay, here we go. Bring it up, and big twist. Now we're rounding through the spine, tucking the pelvis. A little bit different movement here than what we've had so far in class today. Try to make it as smooth as you can. That up and down, not a clunk, right? Whoop. "15 seconds. Inhale back. Exhale as you come up. 5 seconds. Make a face if you need to. And last one. Good job. Okay. Little timer's talking to me. We've got a couple more. All right, we're still on our backs for this next one. Legs are coming up above the hips. I'm going to press start so you can get going right away. Hands behind the head, lowering down right leg and reaching right arm over and across the left. Then switch, head comes back down, and repeat on the other side. So we want to keep that low back connection to the mat. Keep the legs active as they extend all the way down. Again, you can bend through the knee here. It's totally your call. Make this workout work for you. Five seconds. I'm really missing the music, you guys. And last one. Excellent. Okay, this one's probably my favorite. It's a down dog knee drive. You gotta readjust. I'm not sure I love this crop top. I'm gonna try to tuck it in as best I can. Okay, so down dog position. I like to start in a plank first. Feet hip distance apart, wrists underneath the shoulders. Lift the hip crease up, up, up as high as you can. Really push through the palms, and then drive that knee forward. Come back into downward dog, drive forward. So you can round through the spine here and pull the knee, not only forward, but pull it up to the chin, up to the nose. Squeeze, slight pause. 20 seconds left. Doing great. Last one. Woo! Good. Okay. Did I mention that there's a little bit of cardio in this class? Our sixth and final interval is up. We're going to get that heart rate up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you first, and then we'll do it together. All right, so it's 4 knee drives. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and back. On your marks. Get set. Big breath in and exhale. Let's go. back, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, back, and up. Knees up, up above the hips. I'm gonna move that mic. I'm breathing heavy. Are you? Halfway. That'll be perfect. It's about effort. Last 15. 10 seconds. Up higher. A little faster. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, I think I did like 4 high knees, 5 high knees, 3 high knees. That certainly wasn't exact, but my heart rate's up. I think my forward's probably pretty good, and I'm hoping that that's how you feel about it too. All right, so we're back at it. We got one more round to go, and then you're finished with this workout. Check it off the list. So let's do it. Okay. Back to that burner. Try to remember all the moves that we did. Okay, so walk those heels in, hands behind the head, elbows wide, belly press down, and lift it and crunch it. Big breath out as you lift. That concentric contraction of the muscles is a perfect time to exhale. It helps you to engage the muscles even more. 4 more here. 3, 2, hold to the top and pulse. So I always like to think that these little crunches are a lot like the glute activation, ab activation. You know, we're talking about lazy glutes and needing to connect to that mind-body connection. Well, we need to do the same thing with our abs. And these little pulses and crunches at the beginning of a workout just kind of help to get that all kind of set up. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and let's add those reaches to the outside of the thigh. Reach and reach. Really focusing on the transition between each and every movement. So every inch counts. Every inch has a purpose, and every inch that you're moving is helping you to move in the right direction, getting stronger and getting more lean. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet up above the hips. Lift and reach. Lift and reach. If the neck is starting to fatigue, that's also a sign that maybe you should focus on those abs just a little bit more. Do the best you can. I have a long neck, kind of like a giraffe. That's what the 6th grade boys used to tell me on the bus before school, at least anyway. And so my neck often gets fatigued. So if that happens, you're not alone. 4 more. 3, 2, I just am a lot more mindful of it, knowing that that's how my body reacts, right? Oops, I think we went right into the big guns. Slow it down here in a minute. We've got alternating reaches, side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowing it down, coming up through center, reach, up to center, reach. We will not be doing this burner move again, so give it everything you got right now. 4 more, and 3 more, 2 more. Hold this last one, and reach, reach, reach. Extended leg is still active. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right to the other side. Reach, reach, Excellent. Okay. Starting our second time through. Knees bent. Chest lifted. Bring it back to an angle that your body likes. And twist side to side. Get my timer going. Otherwise, I'd have us do it for a really long time. I don't know if we want to do that. So now that you know what the moves are, you've learned it, we're going to earn it. So you can already say, oh yeah, my body remembers this. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly how to engage everything. I'm owning it. I'm working it. 20 seconds. Big, big twist. Big, big twist. Just 10 seconds left. Three, two, one. Then going straight into the next exercise. Root through the sits bones, strong legs, chest up, shoulders above hips, and twist, twist. So I'm moving even more slowly in this upright position because you have to work a little bit harder to get that range of motion. We're lifting up through the spine, but we're not creating any tension in our shoulders or in our neck. So those are mindfully relaxed, and we're having all of the work right here in our torso. Abs are a lot more than just your six-pack. We're working the sides, we're working the low back. 3, 2, 1. Runner's crunch, laying it down on the floor, opposite. Knee to elbow, legs extended, hand behind the head or in front of the body. Rolling it up nice and slow and bringing it down nice and slow. So I'm starting to get a little bit tired and a little bit more jerky right in that moment, right about here is when it can be a little tough to get all the way up, right? So recognize that if it's happening to you, and then work through it. How can you change it so there isn't that, right? How can you make it a little bit more smooth? How can you make your muscles engage a little bit more to get you into that position? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Legs up above the hips. Hands behind the head. And reach and reach. So this one's kind of nice because you do let your head rest briefly on the mat. You sigh like that. It's like in yoga when you get told, or even in any fitness class, when you get told that you're coming down to the mat, it's like, ooh, it's break time. When it may not actually be a break. It's just what we tell ourselves, right? 10 seconds. There's a challenge in actually bringing your head down because that low back wants to lift and you're mindfully keeping it pressed to the floor. Last one here. And roll it up. Okay, down dog, knee drive, starting in high plank. I gotta get myself situated again. Okay, interval number 5 of 6. 2 minutes, and we're finished. We've done this long, so we've got it. Okay, nice high plank position. Shoulders stacked over the wrists, feet hip distance apart, and everything hugged in nice and tight. You can even incorporate that breath to move a big inhale and exhale. Really drive it. Actually, I think traditionally in yoga, you exhale into that down dog, but I think I prefer to have the exhale be the knee to nose. Good. I talked a little bit longer before we started this exercise So the dinger's going off on the clock, but we're not finished yet. Last 5.